Hello, this is Aaron from Chef. In this video, I'm going to show you the new clipped cloth simulation we added in Atom 7. So the clipped cloth simulation is a new way to do cloth caches. It's different compared to the standard workflow. It's faster to compute, but you need some time to prepare the clipped cloth caches. So what's the main difference? With the standard workflow, you usually have a cloth setup, for example like this, where I have these two geometries with the iron cloth setup attached on top. So usually export this one in a variation table with all your variation. Then you do your scene with the simulation. You export the atoms cache from your simulation, and then you use the CFX tool to basically generate and simulate the final cloths on all the agents using the atoms cache you exported from your scene, and then the CFX build the scene and export the cloth cache. This could be really this could take a lot of time if you have a lot of agents, because cloth is not so fast, and since the CFX rebuild each agent as a separate basically character Maya and simulate, it can be really expensive to compute. The clipped cloth cache works in a different way. So with the clipped cloth cache, you basically export and simulate the cloth per animation clip per geometry. So you do this one time, and then for every scene or shot or caches, there is a tool that is able to use these clipped cloth caches and the data from your atoms cache and generate automatically a final cloth cache from this data. This is really useful, for example, for stadiums or for just staging, just walking around. The tool is able to readapt the clipped cloth cache to new terrain, or even if the simulation you have like foot lock, so you have different animation on the legs compared to the input animation, because inside the clipped cloth cache, Atoms store the cloth simulation in root space, and then during the export of the final cloth cache, the tool reads basically the data from the cache, and from the data each agent which animation clip is using, with which weights, at which frame. With this data is able to query the clipped cloth cache database, getting the right simulation frame from there, blending different cloth frame if it needs, and then is basically readapt this cloth cache to the new agent pose. So it's basically you need to just simulate the cloth just one time, and then the tool is able to use these clipped cloth caches on multiple shots. So let's have a look how to first generate this database of clipped cloths. So this is my setup here. Let me switch to the simulation scene. Okay, let me hide this one. Okay, so the first things you need to do is to generate this kind of database of cloth simulation per animation clip per geometry. So you can do that using the clip cloth exporter tool. Here is really similar to the CFX exporter. So here you choose if you want just build a scene or build and export the scene, and then you have here you can choose the variation file. I can get the variation file from the scene because I already imported, and now you choose for which animation clip you are simulating the cloth. So in my scene here, the agents are just using 3 animation clip, so the idle to walk, and the walk. Actually, let me show you the textual simulation. So a simple simulation with the state machine, a follow curve, and I animated the state of the agents. So for this reason, I need the idle to walk, and the walk clip. Okay, let me hide this. Let me return to the clip cloth exporter. Okay, so let's start with the main idle. And okay, so here you choose for which agent type and variation you are building this clip cloth cache. And here I have the output folder. I created this new folder here that at the moment is empty. Here I don't have anything here inside, and then I have these two. Actually, let's go to the option. Let's add time frame of pre-roll, and then we have these two options. So the merge means that it merge a cloth cache with the one on this gift that exists. This is used for example, if you have multiple variation with cloth simulation that you want simulate and generate the clip cloth cache for this animation clip. So for the main idle, you need to turn on the merge. In this case, I have only one variation, but in case I had 2 variation, I need to run these 2 times with different variation and leave the merge active here. And then we have the enable loop blend. So this one is used if you activate this one, is used only on animation clip that are the loop enabled. So what it does basically is does the similar things to the loop blend that you have in the animation clip here. So it does basically exactly the same things, but instead to blending animation on joints, you actually blend in the cloth cache. So it blends some of the end frame of the cloth cache with the beginning, some of the frame at the beginning of the loop here. So it's a kind of way to basically to have a better loop, a better blend, since it's a cloth simulation. So if you have a loopable clip, you want the beginning and the end frame of the cache have almost the same geometry, the same pose, but since it's a cloth simulation, if you don't blend, you could have some difference there, and then in the final cloth cache you can see some popping there when agent basically just restart the loop of an animation clip. So with a animation clip where you have the loop enable, I suggest to enable that as well. So it's ready to export our clip cloth cache for the main idle clip. So let's just run. Now simulating the idle. Okay, he exported the idle one. So if you want to see here what this tool did, is basically created this agent with the enclot setup, and then he applied the main idle clip, and then he exported the cloth cache. So this one is just the idle clip, and if we check on the disk, you will see that we have the idle clip here. Okay, so let's remove this one. Let's export the idle to walk. I don't need the loop blend since it's not a loopable clip. Just run again. Yeah, just sorry, let me reset here the 0 frame, otherwise that no, sorry, just run that. Okay, let's check on disk. Yeah, we have the walk, the main idle to walk, and then finally we need the walk clip. Let's run. Oh, sorry, let's remove this one. Let's run. Okay, so we have all the clips that we need. Can delete this one and can return to our simulation. So we have the simulation here. So before exporting the Atoms cache, we need to activate one attribute on the state machine. Otherwise, the clip-clop cache generator is not able to generate the final cache. You need to go inside the metadata, and you need to turn on the write anim state metadata. What it does, this option, is to write on each agent, on a specific metadata, the current clip name that the agent is using, at which frame, and with which weight. In this way, then the tool is able to generate the final cloth cache using this data. So you activate this one and then just export an Atoms cache. Let's put to the frame, should be enough. And here, export here, and then let's export the Atoms cache. Okay, at this point we can generate the final cloth cache. So let's go to the export, clip cloth cache exporter. And let's go my final cloth cache. We need the Atoms cache path that we just generate. Oh, no, sorry. We need yes. Here the output folder, and we are going to generate only 200 frame. And then here we need the clip-clot database or folder that we generated before, and it's this one, my new clip-clot. Let's add to the list. You can have multiple of these clip.clot folders. For example, if you export a different variation on different files on different folder, in this case I have just everything here, so the clip that the agents are using are here, and then exports. As you can see, is quite a lot faster compared to the standard workflow, because simulating unclot and multiple agents is really slow. That's it. We have our cache. Let's create a proxy. Let's select our input cache, and the variation is from the scene, and then I can select my clot cache. Let's switch to variations, and we have our cache. As you can see, the tool was able to generate the clot cache automatically. You can see here that it's simulating. Yeah, one important thing. So in this scene, you can see we have the foot lock simulation. Then we also have some terrain adaptation here. To able to generate a good clot cache using the clip clot cache, you need to have the skinning and the end clot deformer on those especially on the legs, on those geometry in your input in your setup scene. So let me go back, because otherwise, without the skinning information, the tool is not able to readapt the clip clot cache if, for example, if, for example, the pose on the legs was changed or was modified by the ground adaptation or by the foot lock system during the simulation. So, for example, in my setup here, I have the end clot here, but if you check the input, let me go to the node editor. You can see there is also a skin cluster. So there is skin cluster, and then I applied the end clot simulation, because in this way I have some information, skinning information, and the cache generator is able to use to readapt the clot simulation, even if you have a ground adaptation of the lock on your agents. Let's go back to the scene, but